Alright, welcome back everyone. Mantra series did not go so well, ended up 5-5. A couple misplays and a couple bad matchups, but was not going to try to win 7 in a row or 8 of the next 10 to try and get in with only like a day or so left. So we are back to Explorer, and of course my favorite deck, Blue-White Control. So just want to test some things with I guess, a new format coming out in a few weeks. Especially red-black mid-range being a precarious matchup that's big in Explorer and Pioneer. Um, Sometimes it feels like a flip of the coin, where they just hit all their 2-for-1 spells in the right order, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm trying to see if I can do anything to improve that matchup today. Um, So one of my big changes is I have loved Dream Trawler mainboard, but I moved its side, mainly because Invoke Despair is a card that I think almost every Rakdos player is running now, and I'm sure, at least in their sideboard, and I'm sure they'll be running at least 1 or 2 copies of Liliana in the mainboard. So just top decking a Dream Trawler and slamming it, even with a card in hand for hexproof, probably won't be enough anymore. I feel like it'll still be hopefully good in some matchups, as I'm a big fan of the card. Um, but by moving it to the sideboard, we do get to run Kahira as a companion. Not a big fan of Yori and 80 card pals myself. Find them too consistent, although with a new 3 mana mass portable hole coming out, maybe blinking that to just keep wiping tokens and reset a card I'm about to get to in a minute here, might be really good. Um, so next, pretty standard removal, sensor, veto. You've seen these 5 cards. You've seen a control list before. Oh, you might not have seen is a Reckoner Bankbuster. Browsing the control channels, I see someone that is very hyped on this card as just being an 8 mana draw 3 spread out whenever you want, really, other than the first 2 mana, so that you can just try and grind against those decks that try and 2-for-1 use very slowly and painfully, like Rakdos. And then I immediately thought of Maze Mine because it does get 1 more activation. If you don't want to draw and just scry, it's free and it's 4 life and you exile it. So I'm wondering if that might be better against aggro decks than having a vehicle at the end. Because it'd be an okay finisher. I just don't know if it's actually gonna block as a 4/4 that often with crew of 3. The only thing that super easily crews it is the pilot token it makes after several turns. I mean, Kahira or a big enough shark, or if you put a counter on a samurai can do the trick, or enough humans, but I feel like as a finisher, just your planeswalkers and Hull are probably better in that regard. And so to make some room for it, I did cut the 1 Behold the Multiverse, and am back to a full set of Absorb. Um, the Foretell package has felt decent, but I feel like we can find something better. And then also hopefully maybe we get a new counter spell that's better than Absorb. Because we sure could use one. Please memory leak and Pioneer. And then I want to go back to 1 Settle main. So right now there's really only 2 decks in Pioneer and 1 deck in Explorer that really take advantage of the can't be countered, or this comes in big handy, and that's Spirits, specifically Mono Blue Spirits. And so just shaving 1 for Settle and oh yeah, and then the other one that's in Pioneer what you rarely see online is going to be Phoenix. But then honestly, Phoenix doesn't run a ton of counter spells. Maybe they do post board, but being able to exile those Phoenixes is so much better. Unless you already have like a rip and play, but that's already game 2. The more game 1 options you have, the better. Like, I'm honestly trying to see if I can find room for a 3rd March, at least in Pioneer. Again, until they print the Del spells, you won't see much Phoenix and Explorer. Then pretty standard top end, 2 Typhoon, 3 Teferi, Farewell. Fairly standard mana base, nothing crazy here. Sideboards, nothing too crazy either, although I guess I prefer Hermit over Dispute, because it can be some aggressively dirty decks. Just get it out there, do something, and then it comes back as a body in the blue mirrors to make sure your spells resolve. The one thing I wanted to test, but move to the board because I wanted to try to hear more, is just Dragon Turtle on like turn 3 or so, being able to just negate an attacker, and then after a turn, another turn, you just get a giant body to block. And so I'll be trying to bring that in against some more aggressive matchups and see how that works, or if it just complicates things with my sweepers. And then I've been slowly falling off Aether Gust. It's okay versus Mono Green, which obviously you'll see more in Pioneer than here until they print Nykthos on Arena. And then it's also okay in Mono Red, but their spells are so cheap that I feel like if you're worried about Mono Red, you want to be running like a damage spell that gains life, like Knockout Blow or something like that. And then every other deck, like there's no red-green deck right now, or it's like every other deck it's like 50-50. Like most decks with green are just splashing it for Coco, and then that's where I like something like Test of Talents better. And then I sometimes bring it in against Rakdos. It's very okay. I don't know. But yeah, that's the list, because I don't know when we're getting a better Absence or a better Absorb, but until then we gotta test out what we currently have. The temporary lockdown that's pre there day will definitely help against control, or I mean against aggro, so we gotta try and figure out how to beat Rakdos. So yeah, so that I can switch things between matches, I'm just gonna be on the ladder today, instead of trying to do a event or league or whatever you want to call it. I guess Gus still has some better use here, because you really don't see the burn version because of no Swift Spear, no Eidolon in Explorer, so you would just see the big like Annex Embercleave version that basically the rehash from Standard a few years ago, and so the bigger spells, it definitely does help in that regard, especially if you want to like put back an Annex before a Sweeper, so they don't get a ton of little satyrs. Hand's okay. It gets us to Emperor very cleanly, so I'm gonna give it a shot. And if we can get to 6 mana, it can clean things up. Alright, yeah, it's a Rakdos deck, so it always feels bad to mulligan into a Thoughtseize deck, so they probably take my March or Wander and just, yep, try and be aggressive here. If they play a 2-drop, especially if it's, oh no, this is Golgari. Well, I don't run creatures, so I don't care about its effect, so that card is not a concern for me. I'm just gonna buy Kahira now. If they play anything spooky for 3, I can just clean it up on my next turn. Yeah, we will not be seeing Chevel post board. Alright, run out the Ruin. No reason to play Kahira just yet. Trying to leave up Otawara, March. Opponent doesn't even crack their Fable. I don't know why they think they need a push. Maybe the Kahira's throwing them off? Okay, they did hit their land. I'm going to preemptively deal with this hive. That's what I'm worried about hitting me far more than that Chevel. Oh, it does go on a Planeswalker, so might have to get rid of that. Still, I'm in no rush. My opponent's not really putting me in a rush.
Sorry I'm late. Hold that thought.
Sensor might be good. Yeah, they can put the counter on it. Like, they need Chevel out, so if they remove Teferi, I'll just remove Chevel in response. I don't think I'm going to need this Farewell if they're not running out threats. But if they don't have good Planeswalker removal, then the bounty counter does not matter at all. There it is. Okay, so yep, here's where they got the 1 mana open, so Sensor's no good. So I will pitch Farewell, since they don't seem to run many things I want to actually get rid of. And then goodbye to Teferi.
Let me know if you're up for round 2.
Hello Teferi. My opponent's gonna love this.
I know what must be done. Let's skip to the good part.
We'll pretend we have Absorb. That is a Magic the Gathering card. Did they double up on threats? No, they don't. Still, it's probably worth using the Verdict on it. They're running low on cards. No, Settle's better because I get to put down my Kahira right now. One, two, three. And if for some reason they don't attack, I can use whatever castle I feel like. Or I guess I could just block with Kahira, honestly. It's probably a good idea. Teferi's enough of a win con that I do not need Kahira. Scoos, that's cute. I haven't hit a Deluge yet, though. Vraska, that's a little concerning.
Your life's about to end. Hope you're ready. A life for a life.
Okay, I might have to hold sensors if they're going to start sacking lands. Going to bounce the Scoos, and then I'm just going to haul right into that Vraska. Get it out of here.
You know what?
Before I can value too hard. And hold up sensor as if it'll do me any good. We'll see.
Oh, the day is yours.
Opponent probably gonna rip another Emperor from me. Not really helping them win the game, just making it go longer. They are gonna have a very tough time killing my Teferi without a spell. And then once it ults, they just kind of lose the game. In the tank, Scoos and a mystery card. Opponent must really be weighing their options. This must be a really good mystery card. Or just another dumb creature deciding which dumb creature is better. Although if it's Trespasser, they can just run both out. Like, they shouldn't be wondering whether or not to deploy 2. They know about the verdict. They've seen my whole hand. They've seized this turn. Oh, that reminds me, we can see their deck. Let's see mine. Just in case you weren't sure, I Reckoner Bankbuster in the deck. Yeah, there's Scoos. Eat whatever you want. It's not going to survive. Right, they have 3 mana, so like Assassin's Trophy, yeah, I can't deal with that. Off a sensor. There we go. Found a much better counterspell. At least in this stage of the game.
Quickly.
Alright, Bankbuster, do your thing. Rob a bank for me. Eh, not bad. And if I Teferi all, it does immediately start exiling their permanents, which is something. Eat. Yeah, go ahead, eat my Kahira. I know you want to. Interesting. What are they trying to get back? Vivian, I'll just counter that next turn. Alright. They don't have the mana to stop this, so I don't care what they play. Abrupt Decay's non-land permanent. Yep, and the scoop. I guess they forgot about my haul. So what's good here? Guess I can Pithing Needle, whatever they name. I don't think I need Farewell in this matchup, but I will grab another Verdict. They're not super fast, so I'm gonna run another Veto. I don't think they're black, so they can just like Thoughtseize or even... Yeah, I think against these black decks, having a Companion's gonna be actually really big. Just that 8th card in hand. I think I like that more than trying to bring in Dragon Turtle or Dream Trawler. So yeah, we'll have something to deal with an Ooze if we're desperate, otherwise a Planeswalker. And run it back. I think I maxed at 61, oh well. Statistical difference is very small for one game. As I say, I meet a 1-lander. I meet a second 1-lander in my 26 land deck. That's rough. And now if they have Thoughtseize, I'm going to be in a world of pain. Put back Absorb since I can't cast it. I'll have to accept any beats early on. Yep, the turn 1 Thoughtseize after mulling twice feels terrible. I'm never gonna get to cast a Wandering Emperor. Lead Island. Yep. Yep. No answer to that. So this try by Kahira. They can do whatever they gotta do next turn. I hopefully get to settle them. Yeah, the Fabled Passage after Tracker is really good. I think I can stabilize pretty well, but now they're gonna just have a lot of gas. It's nice people trying to make this deck a thing, and they especially will once Lily comes out. But Temporary Lockdown is going to be so good against even like the Rakdos stacks. Just it's their 2-drops, especially their cursive ones, and just really like stops that. Yeah. So they just instead just regas their hand and are going to regas it again. They know about settle, so I've gotten them to chill the F out now. And I'll keep taking the 2. I don't think I want a portable hole, just that. I don't want to be stuck sitting here just saying go when they have a Titleist tracker in play, but my options are a little limited here. I wonder if that tracker is main if they bring in for control. The lack of spot removal that hits it is really bad, yeah. I'm not a fan of the biggest fan of portables since it's the smaller things. And Temporary Lockdown is that same problem, but it's all the small things. That's huge. Yeah, so they've totally refilled their hand, so even after we deal with this board, they're just gonna pump out more nonsense. No utility lands though, so I can scry. I need to hit a land at some point or another here. Okay, we're gonna have to take care of this thing. I can't keep taking 2. If I had one more land, I could throw down a Bankbuster and still hold up settle. There you go. Now they have to do something. Like cast Boseiju. I want an I actually don't need an untapped land right here, so I will take a Hallowed Fountain. Have it enter tapped. Oh, they paid better attention to my settle mana than I did. They really punished the misplay there. Yeah, what point removal do I have for that? Not a ton. I need a better kill spell. Like they just get to investigate regardless. Alright. Kahira did nothing that match. I don't think Piling Needle is gonna be that great. Yeah, they're comfortable to grind, so going down a sensor. Going down a hole and throwing another Dream Trawler. Let's try the creature version now. See if I can beat someone who's already gone Palat. I would probably throw this back if I didn't have the Bankbuster, but I know I can just slap that down on 2 and hopefully drill into more lands. And if I hit my 3rd land naturally, then I'll feel very comfortable with this hand of counterspells. Splashing white. Kind of figured they were Rhino. Okay, so I hit the 3rd land naturally. Slam this down. I'm going to play an Ooze or a Paradise Druid. Don't care too much right now about those. Okay, they do nothing, so now I am sitting pretty, and they are sitting sad. You censor when I can censor. Okay, miss land drop. But I can stall them for a while, like this. Don't know why they're playing land drop after. It's like they want to play into censor. Alright, well if they cast a non-creature spell as their big play for the turn, I can double up. I don't want them to see my hand. I don't care what they play after here. I would like to draw a card. I've got better cards than them right now, and I can take a hit from that. Yep, they're just trying to drain me. They don't have Croxa, so it makes sense. Yeah, I don't care what side of day or night you're on. Opponent really wants to see my hand, and I really want them to not. But they clearly brought multiple Duresses in. Still though, if I hit land drop here, then I can just slam Dream Trawler. Alright, not able to do that, but they don't know about this settle. And hopefully they don't have 3rd hand attack spell, so pass turn. Alright, protected my settle from those Duresses, and it pays off. I'm sure they have more basics, but that's fine. If I get to slam down Trawler, then I don't care about their tracker. I do not get to slam that down. That is unfortunate. Well, I'll do something on their end step. Thankfully, I've protected my life total, so I can dirtle for a little bit here. Alright. Actually, I'm just gonna kill this now when I can. Okay, now I'm seeing the value of Reckoner Bankbuster. Also, they're ramping me right into my Dream Trawler. Yeah, they can sack the clue and trade up. Don't really care when I have Dream Trawler in hand. Don't need Verdict when I have Dream Trawler. Don't know why they didn't save that for my turn. They could have stopped the attack. It's an instant. Okay, that's cute. I'll keep Deluge to gas back up. Then Dream Trawler will put the game away. Sure, I don't really care what they take. I'll just do Typhoon or Deluge, whatever they don't rip from my hand. Grab another one of these to draw more cards, and another land. One-hit land drops more than anything. Use this to pump up Dream Trawler. Oh, looks like I don't have to worry about land drops anymore. Can take good stuff off the backside of this. Yep, and they scoop. Alright, not really an aggro match. But we did get to crew the Bankbuster once to kill a very annoying tracker. That was fun. Let's keep going and see where it gets us. Kahira extra card. Yeah, it's probably very good against the black deck since they're all running a full playset of Thoughtseize. Pretty much in a weather form and probably some pushes too. There's like a new 1-mana kill spell, but it seems pretty bad. It only kills like total power and toughness, 5 or less, so like one pump spell blows out of the water, and you know, Heroic's a thing. I'd rather have the card that can kill every card in Heroic than a card that gets blown out by just anything being big. Alright, got the play again. They're on Gigantos, but I have to worry about black. And anyway, don't think you would keep 7 lands. So this I'll keep. I have Absorb, so I'm going to regretfully put back the Ruin. And then hope I can just find a 4th land for Emperor. And I'll be golden. This is probably Heroic or Sack with Gigantos. I think those are the 2 main. Yep, Heroic. Ruin wouldn't really done much anyway. Alright, so now I definitely need 4th land or I'm dead. Fourth land though, casting Verdict if they play out their board. Yeah, they're playing out board, so I'm gonna want that 4th land for Verdict. It's getting spooky. This isn't gonna block well. I want to hold up Absorb this turn and then hope to draw the 4th land. If not, then I'll grab Kahira and let my opponent smell the desperation in the water. Alright, yeah, I might have been greedy. Well, especially with drawing Teferi, looks greedy to keep Teferi. But I didn't know if they were Sack or Heroic. You definitely have time against a Sack deck that does Giganta. Alright, I want to counter a spell that draws them cards, try and cut off their card advantage. But they probably aren't casting anything this turn, so that feels bad. Ooh, that's painful. I have to just counter the next spell and with Absorb and hope I survive another turn. I mean, if... Yup, that's something you counter. Because it draws them a card. Yeah, I guess... Well, I didn't have the Verdict in hand, so... It's really just bad luck. Yup. They're at 11. And I'm tapped out, so they're going to go for it. Yeah, gain 2. Rough. They want to win the first game before they bring in their nonsense, but nothing you can do about that. So we're going to switch to the creature package right away. Take out Kahira. Take out Farewell. Dragon Turtle. Yeah, cut the... Yeah. I think this is the correct fat trimming. Dealers are nice, but they don't put the stuff on board. I'd rather just take one card off Shark and have something that can hopefully block. Although blocking can be difficult against Heroic, so maybe that wasn't the play. This looks perfect. Got 3 lands, 3 cheap spells, and then once I get them to play out to board, I have what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm gonna just get it down this turn. They're gonna have more creatures. The odds that they kept just 1, I think it'd be nice, but I'd rather just have these ready. Let them cast some dumb spell. Oh, if they're stuck on 1 mana, then this is gonna be good. So now I do just kill that. They've pumped it. Swift Spear's not even in this format, so I'll just play this tapped and pass. Like, I can deal with a 10th district for 2. Yeah, they pass, so they've officially lost the game now. They play something gets absorbed, otherwise I get to draw more cards. Yeah, they're staring at 2 drops in hand. I plan to counter the first one. In the meantime, I'd be happy to draw cards. Don't know why that was so hard for them. Oh yeah, that one's not sticking around. I can let a 10th live for a while, but that one has to go. Cool, get rid of this, and then play Teferi into empty board.
I won't hide from the world. Hold that thought.
Alright, now I'm holding up a Ganjo if they do have a haster. Otherwise, again, you get to draw off Bankbuster. Oh, they boarded and fry. Okay, well, they didn't win them the game. They still lost. Just gonna make
That
this
didn't go according
game
to
be
plan.
slow longer. But clocks are ridiculous on Explorer, so I don't know what they're hoping for. Yeah, I want to get to 7 lands for my haul, so let's go. Also, I can attack with Bankbuster as well next turn, so that'll be 11 coming at them. Then just the haul is enough. really just kill if they play anything and draw a card. Pretty simple. If they somehow ever flip it, I've got 2 sweepers. Nope, they're just buying Giganta. Good game. What, do they run a spike field? Cute if they do, but all they're doing, once again, would be delaying the inevitable. Yep, and the scoop when they see 11 coming at them. Oh yeah, it felt pretty good being on the creature package. Don't know if I like Censor more than Veto, but I think I'm just going to leave things as they are here. Hermit just kind of gets run over, I feel like. Don't know why I put Kahira back in as my companion. Alright, yeah, I'm starting to come around to having this 2-drop artifact that draws cards. Like, no one's bringing in a Braid for that. Colgan's Command's not big in the meta. Just don't know if Bankbuster's correct over Tome. Like, theoretically, it should draw you into enough lands where you don't need the treasure. And it's not going to really help against aggro. I think the Maze Mind would probably help more in that regard. Gets an extra look. And you don't really recur things from your graveyard. It's a little slow, but it's not nothing. Alright, play this, then play Hall. Probably after I Ganjo something on 3. Okay, opponent kept a super bad hand. They probably won't play any spells for me here, though. So I'm doing nothing my first 2 turns anyway. You don't want to keep a 1-lander in Heroic without... Yeah, that's fine. Fortress. Yeah, our deck is turning on, so should focus on shutting them down now. Yep. I think killing that is what I want to do more than anything else. They can't really protect against it. Just shut down their tempo so that I'm in this control seat, and then they kind of just lose. So if I can stop this first hit, I can probably stop every other one. Okay, they're hitting land drops now. Good for them, good for them. Yeah, they get... Hitting all the card draw ones early is going to be big for them staying in the game. Like, they probably play a Hoplite after combat here to get back in the game. So this is where I want to do it. Try and stop that free card draw. Perfect. I am in the control seat now. Emperor or Counterspell. Start playing down Sharks. Yeah, that fails to resolve. That's one I'd rather kill on the stack because of the connive. Yeah, I'd rather have a 3/3 shark. Because if I'm just gonna play a creature, then I just play a 3/3 shark and say suck on it. Or that happens. I don't think you rarely want to run out the 1/1 shark. I feel like they have fry, so we'll give them soft targets. Okay, 2 emperors feels good now. They have something, and I drew a sweeper, so yeah. I have the tempo against that Boros deck. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Don't love it, but I still have Wandering Emperor. Make you use your God's Willings, and then just get rid of it anyway. Yeah, I think I definitely want to play Emperor out, because I try and exile it, they protect it, but then I just get to start buffing up my shark. Ooh, this guy's gonna be big. Yeah, I'll probably take 10 if they God's Willing, but I can survive that. I want to start buffing my own shark. I think I should have to tempo them out here.
Finally, I'm home.
Okay, no God's Willing. Yeah, game is
I
over.
am almost sad to see you go.
Can march my own shark. Would rather end this game than taunt them.
I have got new moves to teach you.
Oh, that's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. I'll let them connive first. And I've still got veto mana up. Though I doubt they have God's Willing. They should have used it last turn if they had it. Maybe I should have been playing one of Escape Velocity last week. Seems like cute tech. So I can't turn on a hull and end this, so I just make Shark bigger. This is probably where they use the fry they've been saving to buy more time in their sad life. Oh, it's cute. I like to protect my Shark, though.
Remember your training.
As I would like to just get this game over with and move on to the next one, if you don't mind, opponent. Playing Gigantha, GG, opponent. I'm just gonna cycle this so I can find land for the haul. That way, even if they have another removal spell, it does not matter. They'll still be taking 3 from the smaller shark, and then also the haul if I still fail to miss land. Yeah, failed to miss land, so yeah. Because they didn't have another removal spell. let's just keep going here. Who's next? I'm just gonna assume Rakdos or some sort of black if I don't see a companion. This hand is good. Oh, spirits. Okay, this is gonna be a little rougher. The sensors probably won't be enough. They never tap out. Yeah, these aggro decks being so tiny, never tapping out. They kept a one lander, and it on the play. That's something you can do with the obsession nut draws. And I have no spot removal. If I did, be in a good spot, but now in a very bad spot. As they get to just beat me up and draw cards. I want to see more cards. I need a sweeper regardless, so I'll just cycle one sensor for now. Don't have any basics, so this turn, plop that down and go. They're just gonna outdraw me though, which is gonna be rough. Couldn't. Even the ganja would be nice. Well, they're 8 cards, so maybe they'll play something unless they hit land drop. There we go. Yeah, I'll just try and counter that because it's super annoying for my spells. They should just pass. Yeah, they don't need to do anything here. They're going to counter the Emperor, but kind of need them to. Well, really just don't have any better options here. That resolves, so they probably
Anyone who harms my people
throw down
must
their rattle
contend
chains
with
now,
me.
but whatever. Yeah, the deck can just stop you on 3 different axes. It's really rough for interactive decks. Like Heroic just has God's Willing and then like the occasional indestructible thing, but they bring everything here. So what are the odds they have 2 rattle chains?
Try not to miss me. Keep watch for intruders.
I need a 4/4 shark next turn. In the meantime, I'm gonna see if they have double rattle chains.
Finally, I'm home.
Well, just have to make them. Them using that is really good if I ever get to draw the board wipe. But now, it's just so easy for that spirit to get bigger than the shark. Like, everything I have an answer for, like, they have an answer for that. Really is our worst matchup. And sadly, temporary lockdown does not say can't be countered, but they would just slip out the back anyway, wouldn't they? Yep, just make it big dumb flyer that I can't touch. And then they'll probably just poke and kill the Emperor, because why not? I did not find any of my removal. It's a new thing that kills tap target creature, but it's a sorcery, so it is unplayable in Pioneer. If you want to kill something tapped, you kind of need it to be instant, so you can do it before it hits you. Otherwise, it needs to be like Dreadboard, where it just kills
Show
the thing
them
straight
how
out.
we greet our enemies.
So yeah, I don't know how I come back from this. Gonna look for an answer. Portable hole would be great here. I said portable hole would be great here. I think Dingert hole is the only way I don't die here, so yeah. Anything else would be coping. We need a good white flash creature that's gonna bring a dispute against us. Yeah, I need a white flyer with preferably with flash. The hermits might be able to get under them though. It's a little clunky, but I can make it work. And I have all my mana. Yeah, they can't have anything for this, so would rather try and 2-for-1 them here than try and use the veto. They don't have anything that can answer this except slip, but then they don't have the obsession still, so what do I care? They're reading the card, figuring out if they care about it. Oof, that's gonna hurt. Let's take care of the bigger one here. Oh, my kid's right, I can't take care of the big one, it's CMC3. There. Stop slipping out the back. Why did they print that card? Should wait till after combat so my Hermit could get in a little bit, but whatever. Because I also technically should have played the Absorb, but whatever. I really want to get rid of this Wanderer. I guess they could stop the life gain if they're clever enough. And now they can't stop the life gain in the future, hopefully. Here we go. Yeah, this doesn't matter. I need a flyer, so I will gladly attempt to get rid of your dispute and possibly get rid of another counterspell from your hand. Interesting, it resolves. Gonna play this, so that might... I can block that, and also I can force absorb. Yeah, not cool, man. Not cool. Thanks for tapping out, though. I'll gain that life and have a blocker. If I can land this to Fairy, the game should end. Yeah, I'm gonna take it so that I can force this to Fairy through.
Let's slow this down. We need to move quickly.
Pass the turn. Oh, the go wide approach. Cute, cute.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
I think I have to try and gain the life. Yep, that's fine.
My
Well, now they
judgment
made
is
that
final.
bigger, and I have my walkers resolved already, I just block the damage.
Hold that thought.
Back to wandering. May your blade strike true. Now you've done it. Hat's coming off. I am almost sad to see you go.
There's no priority, so we're just gonna clear their board. Got him. Alright, at least took a game off him. Feels good for that. Yeah, making my spells uncounterable so good. Hermit's so good. So much better than Dispute and Control. So much better. Well, 2 lands, but it has a hole and a Bankbuster. So that is a Snap and a Verdict if I can get the mana. So Snap Keep. Get rid of the Phantom. Probably hold up Ruin or Veto next turn, I don't know. No Obsession, that's good, that's good. Nah, they're stuck at 2 mana. I want to jam that Bankbuster now. This game might go a while. And also, I'm just 1 mana off from the Verdict. 1 mana of any color. Well, it has to not be Field of Ruin. It has to preferably come in untapped. Oh, well, they just want to counter that. So they expect to be settling in here. Chuck that in and prepare for a ride. Just gonna kill this, get it off my mind, and then veto. That way this verdict's gonna be looking really sweet. Unsubstantiate. Cute. No, force them to have something good. They already showed me 1 snare. Pierce, okay, well, I got a little greedy. Okay, perfect. This turn hurts, but unless they have more nonsense, the verdict should be good. Perfect. Perfect. This is too dangerous in the late game. I would like to gain life and go up to 10, because that basically ends this game. Perfect. Now I have the pressure. I have the spooky dude. Bet you didn't see that coming, Spirits player. Oh, you got a Spell Pierce? Oh, Lofty Denial. Yeah. That works. Don't care too much, though. Because I have answers and card advantage. Emperor. Perfect. Let's try this again. Yep, okay, so they have no cards in hand. That's just that man's face. Cool. I'm gonna slam this down then when it's nice and easy. And prepare my
You
army
started this fight.
of
Keep
dudes that are
watch
gonna
for
clock you
intruders.
faster than you can clock me now. Alright, beat spirits. That's not an easy one. Got our pack of fake magic cards. A fake rare, cool. So what has it been, like 3 matches? Like, feels kind of good, yeah, like, I feel like there are times for it, but I feel like the meta with the black decks this is really good against having Invoke and now Liliana pretty soon, that you kind of move this to the board and just have that extra card in the form of Kahira without diluting yourself another 20 cards with the Orion. And Portable Hole and now Temporary Lockdown are too important for you to go Zerda or anything cute like that. Can't think of any other companion that would fit. There you go, keep things neat. Yeah, haven't been able to test Dragon Turtle yet, but yeah, this feels good. I think this might be better than trying to do the foretell thing. Unless you're running into like thought distortion a lot, then you can hold on to saw it coming and stuff. But this is the best draw spell we got, and then this just feels like the better backup. Honestly, you can just hold up the mana on slightly better. It's got some additional effect. Sure, they can remove it, but that's just trading card for card, and if they don't move it quickly, you're just getting the card advantage. And then there's the benefit at the end, and also I think it's still 4 mana overall for Build the Multiverse, and I've definitely been seeing like Redanes and Thalias and stuff that'll just make it big. And very lunky to cast your card draw to find an answer. Still don't know if you want this over Tome or not. I haven't seen a ton of aggro. I mean, I guess Spirits is kind of aggro. Somebody we could go up against like a red deck and find out for real, but just gonna swap in for the Tomes right now. See how that feels. We'll see how the life gain being able to scry feels, because like really, you're not using your graveyard. You're not getting it back. Alright, so it does have an answer against the aggro and then absorb for the big stuff, so I think I'll keep this. Let's go farmland, mountain, beach, have perfect mana. Oh, another spirits player. This might be perfect. Yeah, we're not gonna play around here. Are going to go and just take that away from them. That hits a little harder, but I don't think I care. I want to either use or cycle this sensor. Most likely cycle it. Just find more relevant cards. Yep. Actually, probably just cycle the farmland, if I'm being honest here. Ooh, glad I did. The shackle guy, not the shackle guys, the rattle chains could be a problem, but making you slip out the back hover is very good for me. Even if it does mean their creature's gonna hurt more in the long run. And just keep trying to cycle for actual cards in this matchup. Oh, not gonna miss land drops while I die. Oh, that's surprising. Yeah, no, I want to get rid of their Shackgeist if they're gonna let me. Worst comes to
Now
worst,
you've
another.
done it. That's
Let's
coming
make them have a
off.
second slip out the back. It's the only thing they could have right now. I was probably dead if they do it anyway. Nope, they're just playing out more board. That's fine. I got rid of your big thing that can stop a future shark
You are not much
and
of a
gained life.
roadblock.
Oh, are they gonna ignore the Emperor? Nope, they're say you still have a ground, your one ground spirit. I will gladly make a samurai next turn.
I'll be
Oh, you should
back.
be able to just pump it, honestly. Well, I've cycled away how many cards now? Yeah, they're just gonna pump that. But they're probably just able to pump anyway. I also want to play with counterspell backup. Ooh, that'll be good if I'm ever allowed to resolve that. Doubt it, though. Alright, they tapped out for Geist Light, but I can't take advantage of that other than just gaining life and resolving my creature. Now they need another land to attack with the Spirit, which they do, but if they tap out for that, I'm going to punish them. Oh, yeah, this Farewell's coming in strong now. Nope, counterspell backup. I'll take the Verdict any day of the week. I need to stop this onslaught. Against the next slip out the back. Beautiful. Alright, well I can pay for the Okay, Slight Snare now, so Jam to Fairy. And they scoop. Kahira's nice, but I did love those hermits. Cut the sensors that just only cycled and did nothing else. Yeah, this is the match that almost makes you want 4 whole, but it's like, if it, after the first like turn or two, they just are gonna have an answer for it. And then what is it actually doing you? Alright. It's not the best hand, but it's not the worst. Interesting main phase play. I'll get rid of whatever spirit I can to slow them down a turn. I'll probably have to just play this as a land and not get to use it for its full effect. I guess they thought they were protecting that. Well, I drew all my emperors and not enough of my lands. I think I'm forced to just cycle Shark Typhoon on their end step here. Like, who knows if I'll ever get enough mana for it to cycle for anything actually good. Here we go. Yes, you are not allowed a Curious Obsession. Second Obsession, nice. Well, I'm going to start using Wandering Emperor every turn. Well, right now you have less mana, so I should do it on my turn. You probably have another counter spell, but whatever. Yeah. Alright, next I think I use the Aiganjo, because that's harder to undo. Unless, of course, they turn on a Haven. See how many counter spells you can draw off that Obsession. A lot, apparently. Keep forcing them to keep having it. And if they just keep having it, well then, nothing I could do.
Finally, I'm home.
Yeah, they just kept having it. I'm not gonna be able to come back from that. They just kept having it. Yeah, the fact that this is an instant makes it so much harder to deal with the Obsession, but now I'm on the play. Yeah, Control isn't the best deck to play into a meta of Thoughtseize and Spirits, but making it work. Making it work. It has Hermit, and yeah, I don't hate this, so I'm gonna jam it. Oh yeah, it's actually good. I can just slam Hermit too, and then if they do Obsession something, I can hole, and then have Hermit remove anything to stop the hole. It's like well, rattle chains would specifically be the only thing to stop that. That's the problem. They have so many different methods. They have counter magic, they have rattle chains, and they have slip. There's the tome. Maybe we'll get to see how it does. I will kill every spirit I can. You are relying on them getting you across the finish line, so... You want to use your slip now, go ahead. Mm-hmm. Oh, right, they're just pumping it. Well, I don't have fourth land or verdict, so, but I'm still gonna start using this. Keep that. Force them to counter this. Just don't let them sit and gain cards. Yep, that's fine. Alright, now I've got fourth land, so now I can just scry to the verdict. Made them use one slip already. So I will take fifth land, because a 3/3 shark would be good. Maybe one day to ferry. Maybe one day. Yeah, I gotta get this Wanderer off the field, so even if they flash out like another Sailor, or even better, a Rattle Chains, I'm happy to, block this Wanderer. Okay, I think I start using the Tome for cards now, and not just... Actually, no. I want to keep the Shark alive, and I realize they have mana to start drawing cards off the Spectral Sailor. Let's make sure they can't do that. Alright, well now I've got Tome and 2 Absorbs, so... And the mana to cast 2 Absorbs. Just gonna shut off their card draw, and eventually, hopefully run them dry. If I can find an opportunity to slam to Fairy, I will. It works. Ah, the Shark Repellent. I say no to that. I see why they tried to slam that down now. Wonder if they just try and attack. Or if they're gonna... No attack. Okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna slam to Fairy now. Since you're down to 1 card and 1 mana. It has to be a Pierce or a 3rd Dispute.
I know my responsibility.
I think I kept on top both times, but still can't ignore the fact that I did scry. Mm-hmm.
Keep up the pace.
Yeah, not what I want to see. Yeah, now they get to attack with both, but still I've got a Teferi. And I can use Typhoon to try and keep it alive if need be. And that stalls them for several more turns. Okay, what are they sitting on? They're just derping around now. Oh yeah, they're just trying to make it bigger. That's cute. Yeah, they want to kill Teferi, so I am going to protect Teferi. Even if I have another in hand, I think it's good to just protect him now. Yep,
Time
they
for
scooped
plan
that,
B.
so it was definitely their correct play.
As soon as I think of one.
Alright, I don't know if ladder is really any more casual than an event, but queue times are certainly faster, and 4 and 0 on the night. Already platinum, who's my what's it now? Not like I ever cared about the mythic grind. You have to play an endless amount to get to the very top ranks. Alright, what awaits us? A diamond player. Arena knows we're good. Yeah, farmland into Vantress into beach, perfect mana, absence to fairy, absorb. Yeah, I don't care what I'm playing against. Hand's great. Okay, okay. Is this someone trying to use a crappy version of Swift Spear as a Swift Spear? This is the matchup where absence is probably pretty good. Arena froze on the mere thought of my opponent attacking with a lava runner. So we are going to relaunch it and get back in there. And hopefully we still have priority. And didn't miss anything. Opponent played light up the stage after combat and played another G2 Lava Runner. Okay, so it's my turn. Not bad. And they've got a skewer. Yeah, I can't stop that, unfortunately, and don't feel like absencing either of those. They're both kind of crappy right now. Now, if they play the... Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah. We'll see if this turn I can get Seng with the Sensor, otherwise Sensor's never going to be good, and so I'm going to cycle it. Sensor, yeah. Oh, okay. They jebaited me. Want to try and counter something. I'm probably just dead. They got the super aggro start here. Like, if they just hit all their burn spells, I'm just dead. Yeah, they oh my god, yeah. They are playing the play everything with 3 damage deck. It's definitely worse here than it is in paper. I mean, you have to run Gitu Lava Runner, but when that happens, I'm just kind of dead. Alright, well, we don't need the extra card in Gahira, so going to try and jam Dream Trawler here. Yeah. Since they're so easy to play around, even if it does cycle, I really just wish we had Mana Leak. Yeah, I think I should add another Veto because of how many burn spells they run. Cut that crap. Farewell. I'll exchange for their Typhoon. Gonna go. I think I want card advantage in the form of the Hermits more than I want in the Deluges. Maybe I'm crazy and I should have cut it to Fairy, but we'll see. Cool. Very good hand. That seems good. It's definitely on the good side of Magic the Gathering cards. Rolling Vortex, cute. But at this point in the game, it's not exactly going to do that much. Okay, opponent. I think I have to shock that in. Do I care? No. No, getting this Emperor down will make them regret playing that Rolling Vortex. If I get bored, I can just hold up Absorb and stuff like that. Sure. It's a little risky having them both out, but I get to make 2 Samurai that they're going to have a tough time dealing with.
Lose.
And that will quickly turn this Vortex against them. Yup, double veto for all the removal.
May your blade strike true.
And yeah, we're going to turn this Vortex against them. Or Vortexes. They practically tapped out for that Chandra, so I will take my life gain now. Oh, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Alright, they can do that. Still, their own spells are going to kill them. And not me.
Strike fast and strike hard.
Would love to play to Fairy, but it's not the key card in the matchup right now. And their life totals now are lower than mine. And they're actually dead on their next upkeep. Unless they have 3 removal spells. Nope, they're just dead now. Alright, yes. Sometimes Rolling Vortex can be your friend. It is not a spooky card if they just slam it on 2 and 3. I would say bring Test Talents, but they clearly brought in other walkers. The fact that I didn't even consider putting Aether Gust is very telling. Very telling. we're not a tempo deck. Getting rid of a card for a turn is rarely good. It has a cute trick with Cavalier, and that's about it. I think this is correct. Just stop any early hits and... Oh, okay, we're back onto the plan of the Wandering Emperor. Oh, you have board now. Okay, yep, okay, they got Vortex followed up by board. They know what they're doing now. Okay, this one's gonna be a little trickier, but they're going through their cards fast. Yeah, I'll allow the first one. I'm more worried about them gaining card advantage. Alright, so I want them to spend their last thing here so that I can just downtick Emperor and gain the life and get rid of a threat. Perfect.
Now you've done it. Hat's coming off. You are not much of a roadblock.
Oh, that's pretty good top deck. That hurt. I tried to stop their card advantage, and now they've got it out the ass.
A blazing inferno.
And they get to
I'm
kill my
never-
walker and attack me. That
Watch
was
me
the
heat up the
exact
dance
card I didn't
floor.
want them to have. And they had it, and now I am in a way worse position. That hurt me to my soul. Probably should have held
I'm
that,
not
but
overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
just gain the life where I
My
can and
judgment is final.
figure out how I deal with that Chandra. They just get to peel off the... Nope, okay, they're just gonna kill it.
Back to
Give a toast? I'd love
And
to.
I have 4 turns to figure this out now. Less than that. Nope, 2 turns to Chandra. Well, probably dead. That sucks. Yeah, I got the most aggressive matchup, and then, like... Turns out the super aggressive ones, like, even if you have Tome in hand, you're just... Still kind of just dead.
Aw, you're looking a little singed.
Okay, I don't know why they didn't just kill me here, but okay.
finally.
Doesn't do enough,
I'm home.
but in case I
Keep
draw
watch for
something
intruders.
good. Nope, they have me dead in so many ways. I tried to run them out of gas, and then they hit the perfect card. That sucks. Like, yeah, Dress to Kill is like the best burn planeswalker. Well, it's a planeswalker specifically for red burn, so I don't know why people think in this format where most good decks are playing interaction, you can just slam an X Ember Cleave. We don't have tap out control like we did in that standard, playing Yorion piles. Yorion piles are something you see at FNM, and that's about it. Alright, well, I'll jam one more. That way I go 3 with and the Bankbuster and 3 with the Tome. Giganta, so probably heroic, so these are probably all valid cards. Nope, sack. Well, whatever this elf is trying to do, to that I say no. Alright, nope, it's some teamer pile. Don't know what this teamer pile's trying to do. I'm at a disadvantage here. Oh, okay, it's trying to do the combo. It's trying to do the Gringus combo. Just Gringus things. Well, they need more time to set up the combo. Let's just buy Kahira now. And most of the pieces are non-creature. Yep, let's get the free value. They barely need the green. That's clearly just for them to accelerate with. So, play this. If they're dumb enough to attack, remove a combo piece. Yep. Need to see more cards so I could potentially stop this nonsense from getting them their whole deck. There we go. Found a relevant card. No, it's too early to turn that on. Would be embarrassed to just get beaten to death after stopping the combo. Kill Bergie here. Counter Gringus. And they can play with themselves now. I get the jam to Fairy now.
This isn't a fight. Keep up the pace.
Let's play what I have in hand, not to fake and absorb. Another reason why I want something that just a better cancel variant where I can hold up Field of Ruin and the counter spell on 3. They're a 3-color deck. How many basics can they run? Alright, well, I'm gonna hit their green source. Probably just wipe the board here with Verdict. They've got multiple combo pieces out. Okay, they have basic, but it's not green, and that's relevant. Still gonna
We
save this
need to
field
move
for
quickly.
something actually relevant now. Make sure to tap it. Make sure to undo that because I don't want to miss 2 free damage. Now make sure I tap it since I don't need it. You know what? I doubt this veto is gonna do anything, so I'm just gonna jam Kahira. Actually, it's right, I can untap and still have the veto. Yeah, I think I want to start killing them now, while they dirtle and try and find their pieces again. Not bad, not bad. However, I counter that, because it is a combo piece. And whatever backup plan you have, it can't be anywhere nearly as good. Oh, nice, they gave me a new target for my Field of Ruin.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
We're just gonna blow that up now. So they clearly forgot to pack a basic forest. Ooh, and they had only 1 basic. That's at least not in their hand. Oh, I'll slam this down too. More card advantage. It's probably one of those matches where it doesn't matter which one it was, but... Oh, they keep finding their green source. Good for them, good for them. What the heck? I'm gonna search for my veto. Bleh. Emperor's... Unfortunately, their 2 ones are kind of dead, and I don't need to land right now. My life total literally doesn't matter in this matchup.
Hold that thought.
Cost 3, cost 3. Yeah, Portable Hole is a little dead in this matchup, isn't it? Start pumping that damage through.
You started this fight.
You know what? Going
I'm
wide's
going
actually
to
probably
end
better.
Let your
Pumping
blade
here
do
probably
the
does not
talking.
speed the clock, but maybe they'll fixate on something incorrectly. Meantime, I got 7 mana and 1 counter spell in hand. I think I just alt Teferi, jam Teferi, activate Tome, just start hitting their stuff. Oh, they're gonna try. Yeah, I'll let you discard. Maybe accidentally discard a combo piece. Nope. Well, hit you where I can. They're just going to loop this to look for cards. Yeah, Hazard's Monument is the card you really have to stop. Jeez. Yep, and they got to bin another one. They're out of red mana at least. Never mind. And then they clear like their 2 cards and want to bin Giganta. Alright, yeah, Operation Start exiling their nice things as a go. Nearly everything taps for red. They took care of that part pretty well.
I know what must be done. No time for a break.
We must protect the people.
I think I just pretend I have a counter now, because Maze Mind Tome won't do anything. Oh, I guess it could have done something, but whatever. Probably just win here unless they have the nuts, but I think they just have to set up. And going wide is going to, yeah, going wide is going to kill them. Yep. Alright, I found the match where Gus might be good, everyone. Found a matchup where Pilling Needle is definitely good. Sensor probably dead card unless they get really greedy. Portable Hole, also deadish card. Take a... Actually, I think I care about counter magic more than I care. Actually, no, the verdicts were good for when they were trying to set up, but not quite getting there. Yep, I want a veto over a Trawler. Test will almost certainly hit whatever dumb finisher they have for infinite mana, because it's probably just a giant fireball. Maybe one that can't be countered, but I'm up a game, so we'll find out the hard way. Yeah, fountains. Oh, yeah, get this down. This when they start setting up combo pieces. Opponent's never seen this card before. Ooh, that's the one we didn't want them to get when we're still trying to set up. That's rough. Sure. Fine Giganta. Doing nothing. Okie dokie. Might just spend the turn auto-warring that monument to try and counter it. But they have so much mana that that probably won't even work. Yeah, when they spend the mana to return it to hand, I think I focus on killing the Gringus for now. Can I... not interact with that? Oh, it's a mana ability. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Well, bounce this. Don't want them leading too many times this turn. They can replay it, of course, but... Yeah, I'm not sure I'm supposed to interact with that. Jesus. Maybe I should have just... Maybe I got impatient in my irritation at the mana ability thing. Well, I want to cut off their mana as much as possible, so... If they're going to let me, I'm going to trade. Yeah, I definitely misplayed last turn. That sucks. I'm probably... They're just going to get to look through their whole deck while I don't find anything, and they're just going to win that way. With my luck, they probably will have an uncounterable win con. Especially game 2. So it's not going up in cards at all, they're just going through their deck. So hopefully once this stops, I can do something about it. Huh, not what I expected to see at all.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you. Remember your training.
They left the Gringus in place, so I whiteboard now. And then make Samurai start trying to get them dead before they find a way back in the game.
Let your blade
Got only
do
an
the
absence
talking.
to guide me for this turn. Just gonna kill every combo piece I see. Even if you do give the mana to draw off the clue. Interesting. Teferi's better in the long run than Deluge is. Oh, okay. They had everything. That's what they were doing. They were finding all the pieces to protect.
Guards, to me.
Yeah, should have figured giving them any time game 2 was going to result in that. There wasn't anything I could do about it. Coco. Well, they can't hit what's her name, but they... Oh, Valet. Okay, so... Hermit is entirely useless then. I'll be taking it out if there's a game 3. But it does get hit by Wandering Emperor, which is very good for me. Actually... Yeah, if they double block, I kill something, so... Now they have trample, but going wide is proving to be
Let your
effective,
blade
so I'll
do
keep
the
doing it.
talking.
Make sure they can't counter the Emperor or the Deluge, depending on if I need the new Emperor this turn or not. Yep, they had the dispute. Geist was good. Geist was good. Okay, I get to Deluge. This game is now over. As I have a 2-turn clock in the air. And they don't seem to know what removal is. Just protect my combo. That sinking feeling of defeat is going through their mind. I can feel it. Just take the... I already have a second Emperor. I don't even need any of this, so yeah.
We've
And
got
they
the
have to
edge in
block
this
all of
fight.
these, so... Yeah, I think it's more important to hold on to the Emperor than the fact that I just get rid of all their combo stuff is too good. Alright, 5 and 1. I think that's a pretty good way to end the night. Yeah, so I can't tell you anything about Dragon Turtle. I don't think I ever drew it. But I can tell you, as long as Swatsy's going to allow their mistake that was companions, you should have one, because that 8th card is really good against discard decks that are trying to 2-for-1 you like Rakdos, and every deck with Thoughtseize, to be honest. And so, unless you really like running 80 card nonsense piles, Kihira is where to be. May not be much, but it's an 8th card. And it'll be good in the mirror because it doesn't get hit by Wandering Emperor. I mean, it's not like we control mirrors don't have other removal spells. And then, yeah, I think these take, like, behold the multiverse to its logical conclusion of just splitting up the mana cost and not getting Thoughtseized. Probably better top deck in late game than the early game. Yeah, it still just played half of it on 2. Unless Rakdos gets really back into Kolaghan's command, but I think the meta is mostly moved past 2 toughness creatures. Everyone's running 3 toughness as much as they can, so if the damage mode isn't going to be that good, they have At most, maybe 1 or 2 in the sideboard. It's probably mostly personal preference between Tome and Bankbuster. I'm leaning Tome for now. Maybe that'll change. And then, yeah, running 2 of these and 2 Deluge and Teferi will hopefully allow you to just keep, and 2 Shark Differential, just keep drawing and drawing. Don't know if I like Force Sensor. Really wish I just had Mana Leak in this format, but if you don't run Fourth Sensor, you should probably go up a Hole or a March. I don't like running more. This is a necessary evil, but I try not to give them the clue, especially in the grindier mid-range matchups if I can help it. Obviously, the list will have to adjust a lot once temporary lockdown, and hopefully other stuff comes out. And then, yeah, then once you're not running Behold, there's not much point in running Saw. There's better cancel variants if you're really into that. Dissipate and Explorer if you want, if you're worried about stuff recurring. It can be pretty good. And then in Explorer, or in Pioneer proper, where there's things like Phoenixes and just more graveyard stuff in general, Void Shatter is Dissipate, but colorless, thanks to the Devoid mechanic. So if they're holding up a mana for Dispute for your counterspell, they're going to be in for quite the surprise. And it will probably, the first time it happens, I'm sure you'll have a big laugh. And then it'll still probably be good after. So if you really don't need the life gain, right now I'd consider Void Shatter in Pioneer or Dissipate in Explorer if you're moving off the Foretell package. Can't think of a better cancel variant at the moment for what we've currently got. Hopefully something better or a good 2 mana like counterspell like Mana Leak comes along. In the meantime, we'll just wait and see. And hope we have the tools to deal with Lily and whatever black is packing when DMU comes out. So pretty good test session. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and feel free to comment any of your opinions on this testing. And if you've been testing anything different that maybe I should know about, let me know. Thanks for watching and bye.